throughout this year. And then it's just about, getting it to the hands of people in a way that's really leverageable and chargeable and scalable for them.
For you guys, for a lot of you guys, just having a little feedback on that, I hear religiously from so many of you guys, the clients say stuff like, all the leads are bad and they're terrible leads. And a lot of times, they don't, as we know, they don't follow up with people. They don't know how to handle basic questions and all those kind of things that are challenging. One of the most common versions of that you just mentioned is people call somebody over and over and over, and they just want to know how much is it. It's probably question number one that all our clients universally.
Oh my God. Isn't that your question?
And a lot of times, as we know, like our clients give really bad unstructured answers to those. And one of the easiest things you can do is just take that out of their hands and put it as a front-facing customer widget on the website. So rather than somebody having to call the plumber to say, how much is it to fix my clogged toilet? They can just ask the chat widget and it'll say it's probably between $150 and $200. I don't know plumbing, so I'm just so you're kind of bullshitting numbers. But okay, cool. Would you like to schedule an appointment? And having AI be potentially what Shaun is talking about is having the ability to have that conversation on behalf of your client by just feeding it a few inputs of your plumber's variables and their business, so that every time somebody wants to know how much it costs, they can actually interface and get a real live answer and get real customer service in real time. But it does not require either you or the plumber to actually have that conversation. I think it's pretty wild.
Exactly.
That's what I'm talking about when I say automation squared. It's you're having conversations at scale with people about your prices and giving custom quotes, and you actually haven't done anything other than feed a few inputs to an AI about these are the parameters of our business. Now go have those conversations.
Precisely. So that's exactly where I think that'll be the fun piece of it. And then it's also realizing that, and this is where I think it'll be interesting to see where we add in versus ChatGPT or GPT-3 has it out of the box. Because the big thing is it's very much a Q&A thing, right? It's like, what's this, what's this, what's this, what's this? But if you think about the way it works in the real world, it's also then asking for the sale and being appropriate with that. Because if you don't ask for the sale, it doesn't magically happen, right? Yeah. It's like, oh, how much is you just did actually, it's beautiful. You're like, well, how much is the toilet? Oh, it's $150. And then you did the part that ChatGPT won't do off the bat, which is, do you want to book an appointment, right? So it's figuring out how to work that in and doing a good job.
Yeah, that's going to be amazing. I'm excited to see that because I think it's a common thing. I've heard it so many times, daily, the client says the leads are bad, and it's some combination of follow up and follow through and being able to answer questions. And nobody's there's very few agencies in my experience that have figured out meaningful ways to close that gap between my client sucks at the phone and I'm driving them leads. And the more you can use tools and automation to actually have real personalized conversations at scale so that person feels heard and understood, but ultimately you're not actually doing anything. You're just feeding inputs to a machine that can then generate those conversations. That's pretty wild to me.
Totally. You got it. Exactly. And so that's, I think, where this goes. And I think there is a really good case to be made that, this can take over and do a great job in those use cases. And I think that's exactly what we'll see throughout this year. And then it's just about, getting it to the hands of people in a way that's really leverageable and chargeable and scalable for them.
Yeah. I want to take a little bit of a detour here. I see you rocking the SaaSpreneur shirt, and a lot of our folks have started to graduate into SaaS-based agencies and that kind of stuff. I would be curious to know how you see some of these tools affecting those who are headed down the path of being SaaSpreneurs.
Yeah, these will be obvious SaaSpreneur add-on tools, right? So, it's funny. I had a great conversation with someone at our big event in November, and Jeff Miller. And, I was talking to him and I said, I don't get why people don't just take off the shelf, templates, take social media, right? Why don't they just take the darn off the shelf templates and put them in? And he's like, you got to look at Betty Crocker for this. He's like, the reason why Betty Crocker does so well is because you buy the box and you put in an egg and you whisk it and you bake it and you say, oh, I made brownies, but you didn't really make brownies, but it's enough that you feel like you can say that, right? And he's like, that's what people really want. They want these like, they want the easy button where it's like, oh, I hit the button, therefore I did the work. And so I think this is a great example of that, where it's saying, oh, you want to do, you want to do social media posting, great. Oh shoot, you don't want to do the hard work of writing them all from scratch, great. Let's bring AI in and let's allow you to use it to like make social media posts, right? And so now, as the agency, you're basically providing that Betty Crocker box and making it so that they can do that and making it a chargeable thing. So
Yeah.
you're going to make money as an agency, as a SaaSpreneur. You're going to make money off of every time they go out and generate another variation for whatever they're doing.
Guys, if you like this video, you're also going to want to grab some free bonuses, which you can get at our website, Beyond Agency Profits. To make it easy for you, I've put the links to it in the description of this video, as well as pinned in the top comment. And we've got a couple of awesome things. This is what you'll get after you sign up. You get some of our best training, how we're closing clients over Loom videos, how we sometimes sign clients that is not a misprint for under $5 US, how to demonstrate your value in like amazing ways, trainings, how to have your clients write the best copy of your life, how we're closing without phone calls, campaigns that we've generated for clients that have done over $100,000, as well as scripts you can use to get conversations going with clients in under 10 minutes. All you got to simply do is go there, enter your name and email address, and then this is what you'll see on the other side. So if that's interesting to you, make sure to click the links below, and I will see you on the other side.